And I know y'all want that Jaydon Blue pack, so let me get y'all to the Jaydon Blue pack. We're going to break down some film, run this play, come back and talk about it a little bit. I wanted to highlight some things that went wrong in Jaydon Blue's debut because it did get weird and he could have went a lot more crazy. But we got a lot of time to talk about some good things here. How about this play? The Cowboys running counter. Basically, the rules here is you're going to get bam, bam. They're going to combo the backside. Then you're going to get a pull and kick to deal with 51, and then you're gonna get a pull and wrap to deal with 42. There are two super pivotal blocks that you need to deal with when you're running counter, and then one that really put the satin on the panties. So first of all is this combo right here, and I'm talking O-line. You can't talk running back without talking O-line, I think. Is this combo right here, right? That's the very first thing, because Jaydon Blue is running to that side, so you can't get penetration to that side. Second is the pull and kick, bam, to 51. We're just gonna see bam, 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 and we get that, you know, that kind of walled off right there. But the one that really put the nipple on the titty there is your backside tackle right here, sealing off 42. So now we got this wall, ladies and gentlemen. Don't that look good? Don't that look good?
Did you hear what I said?
Ain't that better? So now we got this wall, right? And I can make an argument that this wall happened because Jaydon Blue trusted himself. I don't want to poo-poo on nobody else, but you know, Miles, I don't think Miles trusted his eyes all that much last week. Jaydon is trusting the play. He's trusting the process. Hey, we're going front side to the counter, and they've created this wall for me, which is cool. But at the end of the day, what I'm gonna end up doing is after this big ass pile accumulates and coagulates, bam, I'm going. And then you see Jaydon Blue show a little bit of power on the back end. I think that's another thing the Cowboy fans kind of got to messed up a little bit. He is a speedster. He will be doing gadgety things. He's a third down back catchy kind of guy, but Jaydon Blue does have enough size to kind of thump and finish a little bit. I'll show you an example of this right now. Now I'll run this play and come back and talk about it because it looks weird. It looked like it was supposed to go the other way, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just minding my business. But Jaydon Blue does physical and will his way into the end zone. This is why I think it's weird, okay? Let's take away most of the double blocks. Let's just focus on singles, okay? So you know you got a single block right there. We're 1 for 1 right there. We're 1 for 1 right here. But now you kind of got a 0 over your center, okay? You got a 3 backside between your guard and your tackle, and you got number 40 just over here kicking it. Who the hell is supposed to be responsible for number 4, especially when he bumps over like this? This is what makes it real weird when 40's in this range. So now what you basically have, some people tell me that they like when I draw triangles, so I'll do it for y'all. Basically what you have now is you have this, not a triangle, but this rhombus of 3 blockers per 4 defenders, okay? The problem with this is Jaydon Blue is going to run right into that direction. And I wonder why that's the case. I wonder, is this something that we could have shifted to? Maybe put Jaydon on this side of Joe and then have Jaydon run into the opposite side of the formation? I mean, we can actually count. Let's do a little count. Let's exclude these guys, right? So now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. The odds are kind of better on that side, and you just got your miscellaneous 39 over there. But it's just a little weird because it's like we're gonna run the play, bam, and we get what we're looking for. You got your one-on-one there, you're here, and you get a double there. If anybody comes off that double team, they're going to 38. So 40 is just over there by himself. I doubt that the Cowboys designed the play for the running back to deal with a linebacker in a hole by himself. But we got Jaydon Blue and he whoop ass, so we ain't hey, look, Jaydon Blue whoop feet, ladies and gentlemen. So you know what I mean? Even in a situation where there's this one-on-one that ain't supposed to be happening, because look, your alley just happened to create itself right there. It's a good old Oklahoma drill right here. Even though this is what you have, this is why I want talented running backs. Because if you have talented running backs, if any nonsense or treachery is afoot, they can talent their way into fixing something for you. Good job, Jaydon. Can I just stop and make a joke real fast? I said the other day, I kind of hope Phil Moffitt would go and play some teams or whatever because he's big as hell and he can go tackle somebody. But that's Jaydon Blue I just identified on your damn screen right there. And this is the first play of the game. Like, we have rolled out the very first play of preseason football. And not only does Jaydon Blue shed a block, but this motherfucker, He get in on the tackle. Running back one, Jaydon Blue. And look, I know I'm saying running back one to be funny, and that's really like, you know what I'm saying, Vontae Williams, whatever. But in theory, one of the more valuable running backs you have is on kickoff, stacking and shedding the shit out of blocks and going to go make the tackle. I got questions. I got so many questions because we knew Jaydon was going to get a extended workload anyway, coming off an injury or whatever. And, you know, just an injury update, you know, it's a low ankle sprain. He should be ready for week 1 allegedly. But, dog, I didn't expect Jaydon Blue to be shedding a couple of blocks and getting in on a tackle. All right, back to running. Something that happened earlier here. Let me just run this and we'll come back and talk about it. I don't think the offensive line did a really good job of giving guys chances. You know what I mean? Like the offensive line had its spurts. They had their moments where they kind of shined a little bright, but you can't help but to feel like, hey, if the first team line was there, what would this look like? You know, in this left guard situation, if this was Big Tyler Sizzle versus TJ Bass there, what happens? And TJ kind of gets an overset on the outside zone, and that ends up being you know, big danger for Jaydon Blue. And I was getting mad. I was actually texting Will Still like, hey man, how the hell I'm gonna do this Jaydon Blue film session? My offensive line being goofy like that, but we're gonna always figure out a way to make it work. What I mean by outside zone is Awesome's gonna try to get a little reach on 51. 66 gonna try to get a little reach on the guy that just whooped him. And then what made me know it was outside zone was that 68's trying to overtake Brock Hoffman right here. Everybody right now, just look at 68 real fast. Bam, right there. When you see players try to overtake and push players into another combo, what I mean by that, 68, bam, tries to overtake 94, and that's gonna push Brock into somebody else. Like, that's outside zone. So when I saw that, I immediately knew it was outside zone. So with those clues, that just means TJ Bass kind of overset a little wide, and number 90, whoever this is, just kind of got the angle on him, and it was terrible and it was ugly. And I feel like if it was properly sealed off, then Jaydon would have at least had a chance. But Austin Richards is not exempt from me cussing him out too, because it's just, come on, player, come on, dog. So another weird play that happened right here is the Falcons ran somebody on the field late. So it's supposed to be a character like right here doing something, and they run on the field late, right? They just not there, and this is his ass just kind of running on late. But the problem is, you know, Johnny Cornelius didn't punish him like he was supposed to. So this motherfucker, he ran from, look, I can't even stop. He runs so good. Boy, he runs so fast. Look, Buddy ran from the sideline to the backfield, and it bothered me all the way to the tackle, right? And if you're a Johnny Cornelius, you in your stance, you ready, you're prepared, and especially, look, we can't see in the cartel view, but if you see number 94 entering the screen from this direction, a Johnny Cornelius should like lay him out, smoke him, because 94 is not coming out of a stance. He's standing straight up, but Johnny should be smoking him right now. But he ran right past the Johnny and went to go tackle Jaydon Blue. And this bothered the hell out of me because it looked like everything else. It looked like everything else was blocked pretty fine. Austin was fine. We got to talk about these tight ends and how well they did this game, but maybe another day. Got the combo there. Bam, bam. Everything else is fine. And this would have been a great opportunity for Jaydon Blue, but Buddy came from the sideline to go tackle Jaydon, and I don't like it. Now, let's talk about this play. Jaydon was really in his bag here, and it was a lot of ways that this play could have gone. And this was the way of most resistance, right? This could have been an easy, let me see. This could have been an easy bam, 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 which is like 1, 2, 3 for our 1, 2, 3 guys. And then that could have turned into the 79 versus our, one-on-one edge guy. And then maybe what you get is TJ Bass having eyes on 59. And that'll be how you block this thing. And Jaydon can do whatever you want at that point. But what makes it weird, and as offensive lineman, I hate this, but this ambiguous ass walk down character over here, you can't even see him, but it's just an ambiguous walk down ass character that's just over here. And you don't know if he's covering Fant. You don't know if he's blitzing. Even though if I run it forward, his ass blitzing, right? But we don't know that quite yet. All we know is that this player is a concern. This player that's off your screen right now is definitely concerning, right? And then there's a safety up there. I'll just show you his shoes. there's a safety up there that could give us some issues here. But what I like is that all these guys kind of figured it out, okay? So 59 is the mic, and you'll see TJ Bass saying as such, hey, 59 is the mic, guys. Take care of that. So 59 being the mic is the guy that we're not blocking, meaning that Jaydon Blue would be the guy that, or that'll be the guy that Jaydon blocks. This is what we have right now. As soon as he leaves, as soon as 59 gets the hell out of there, everything changes. You're going to see TJ Bass work inside now. Bam, that turns into a combo. Then you're going to see bring back, bam, bam. Those guys are dealing with these two guys. They're going to end up in a gap exchange kind of deal. But the best part about it is Jaydon got eyes over there and he sees it. So as soon as 59 bails, Jaydon comes across the formation, bam, and picks up the blitzer. Here. And what makes this so difficult is it's Jaydon's responsibility to get to the play, but he can't be in the quarterback's lap. You know what I mean? Because if he's right at Joe Milton and the blitzing player hits Jaydon, then Jaydon runs into Joe Milton. That's like a sack. That's like a pressure, whatever, right? You don't want that. So Jaydon, not only does he have to get over there, but he got to get his ass over there immediately because he's coming. Bam. And then it gives our little pocket right there for Joe Milton to get rid of the football. Good throw too, by the way. Joe Milton did well. Joe Milton did well. We gotta give him credit because we've been shitting on him all week. But Jaydon Blue, his biggest, I guess, setback or whatever, or his biggest question mark was whether he's going to do the right things from the shoulder up. You know what I mean? Like not the actual physical running. We know he's good physically running, but it was picking up blitzes, things like that, blocking and all this kind of stuff, run blocking, lining up in the right place, shifts and motions. So this basically shows me, and this is as difficult as it gets. In real life, like something easy would be just Jaydon stepping up and blocking 59, but him having to come across the formation, bam, to deal with that. I think that means Jaydon is in the right situation, and he'll be running back one before you know it. You heard? Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. Love y'all two pieces. We got a interesting little week coming up. It's our off week, but boy, after that, it starts. All right, so give us a like here, give us a follow here, go over to Crown Global Media, give us a follow over there. We start over there September 1st, and I'll catch y'all next time. Love you. Peace.